All right, and welcome into the company, episode 31. And it is September 17th, 2018, the day of our Lord. We made it. Everybody that was worried or concerned about what was going on the East Coast, some parts got screwed up, and some parts did not. You guys all right? Down here we got Sosa. Really? Is that a... Oh my God.
Shit, is that a watermelon? Is that what that is?
God.
Did you wait for us just to get live?
Oh my God.
We've been sitting here for 25 minutes.
I don't hear that.
I hope it is good.
I've been eating the whole time. Y'all don't pay attention to me.
I'm going to edit the hell out of this video. I will not have it. I don't know how Mbaku said we will not have it. But anyway, again, thank you for coming in. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for letting us keep you company. We got Izzo down here. We got Sosa down here. We got Rich down here. And apparently all of us made it unscathed.
Pretty much.
Big bad Hurricane Florence.
Man, it's crazy how much of a bullet Raleigh dodged. Because it was like they were calling for 40 inches of rain. We might have got 10.
Shit, y'all got 10? God damn.
Yeah.
That's still a lot, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot, but considering that it was talking about 40. Now, the thing about it, since that storm shifted south, now New Bern, oh man, they got, I mean, it went any like, sort of, but I'll say any sort of relief that they can get, man. It's bad down there. It's flooded down in New Bern, but that's only like an hour away from here. But it's crazy because I was able to pretty much go out and get D-cell batteries that afternoon. Like a lot of businesses closed up Friday, but Saturday, man, everybody was open like nothing ever even happened.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense. Everything was business as usual here. So I mean, nothing really happened. Walmart stayed open. I think a big thing on the news that they were talking about is you could gauge how dangerous it was in your area if Waffle House was closed.
Nah, and that's real. Like FEMA actually looked at, I think they call it like a Waffle House index or something like that. They'll actually look and say if a Waffle House is closed, you know that it's bad because they stay open for first responders is really why they do it.
Okay.
So that's
good. Didn't know that. Good.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Shout outs to Waffle House on that one. But yeah, like
even though they beat up on black people.
I wasn't them, not them.
Oh, wow. Well, for them in particular.
Yeah, I was saying what it happened at.
Happened.
Wow.
Happened at.
Yeah. Okay. But did y'all do anything? I mean, I was going stir crazy.
Fucking work,
bro. Yeah. Sorry, Sosa. I was out of my mind bored. I did catch up on like 3 shows because of it.
I was bored.
Shut the fuck up.
I was at fucking work.
Hey, it's your duty as an American. You signed up.
Yeah. Can't argue with them, man. I apologize. I really can't.
Feel bad. I couldn't do it.
I didn't do anything, to be honest with you. I think I just finished up God of War, and I'm casting that one out to the side, and I think that's about it.
No, you're not, because you know what happens once you try to put those to the side. They put out those little
DLC packs.
Yeah, DLCs, and they're gonna add more on there. So I mean,
we all knew that. What did I do?
But see, it's not my game, so because of that, I can release it and then and be done with it. So
I gotcha. But other than that, all I did, I helped some people prep for the storm.
Aren't you a nice son?
So I am. I'm a Samaritan and shit.
God.
Samaritan hated Christians.
Spell it.
Say what?
Samaritan hated Christians. What is he talking about?
Yeah, this is what happens when you get overly educated.
I'm sorry,
people.
Jews. They hated Jews.
This is when you get overly educated people because you can't say shit.
Oh, sorry.
They know the history of it.
Stop being like Rich.
Dick.
Oh wow.
A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. You know, birds are racist.
I'm about to say no, they're not. I see all type of colored birds.
Colored, really?
Yeah, I was about to say what you said. Colored.
I just see a bird, huh?
When do you see white birds? When do you see white birds?
At funerals.
Yeah, exactly. Them damn white pigeons. But anyway,
let me be like the people that's fooling themselves and say, I don't see color when I look at birds.
That's a goddamn shit. Shout out to you, Brian. I did get on Ozark because of you, because I was so damn bored. I watched 8 episodes yesterday.
Ozark is a good show.
Swear to God, y'all gonna
Please.
get this game.
Please,
Swear to God.
Do not talk about that show.
I won't. He's picking on me because I watched Snowfall. I caught up with Snowfall, and then I watched Ozark immediately after.
Snowfall, Ozark, Narcos, The Wire. Izzo, swear to God, Izzo either was in the drug game or he about to get into the drug
You forgot about Sopranos, Breaking Bad. Hey, Mad Men isn't about drug game.
Izzo gonna be.
Is it though?
It's not. It's about it's about fidelity and coming out on top.
Which is apparently part of what you need to be a successful entrepreneur.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, so there you go.
Maybe that's what I'm into. Entrepreneurship. There you go.
See, there you go, man. It's just phrasing.
That's right, phrasing, exactly.
If that's what you need to get yourself through the day,
all in the wording.
And you continue to lie to yourself, brother.
God, those are the best shows, though. The best by far. Those type of shows.
I guarantee you, Netflix viewership went up on the Southeast,
bruh.
Last couple days.
If I know those ISPs were like, God damn, they killing us right now.
You know the weird part? The weird part, like Florida got nothing.
Yeah, which is crazy. It's like those hurricanes don't even go that way no more. It feels like
we don't fuck Florida up enough.
We gonna wait it out.
They're like Florida's killing themselves off. So
they'll come back. They'll come back in 2020. See how the electoral college vote with them.
Oh man!
Did you see the media trying to stir the pot with their fake weather broadcasts?
I can't see
No, what you mean?
That was hilarious.
There was a newscaster. He was standing in the storm, right?
Oh,
and he looked like any second he was going to blow away. He was, I can't, and the wind is blowing. And these two people, probably 10 feet behind him, just walking gingerly.
Their clothes aren't even blowing.
Like nothing is bothering them at all.
Like it just was raining hard.
We were on the chat when that was happening. And I swear Brian said that dude about to eat asphalt.
The same guy.
Same dude.
Guy. Yeah. They tried it, man, and they kept catching them. It was like that happened, and then another guy was standing in a ditch.
Anderson Cooper.
Yep. And then some people walking like in barely.
That's why I told people getting so scared. I said they hyping a lot of stuff up. Not saying don't be cautious, but like, you know, be mindful, man. This is for you to have your eyeballs in it and catch some damn commercials. I hope you notice money at the end of the day.
And then see, that's the dangerous part about it. When you do stuff like that and people catch you, they don't take it serious anymore.
No.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why I quit watching all the coverage. The one thing I trust is the damn radar. The radar is legit. Other than that, that's all I need to see.
Like, you see where that hurricane's gonna backflip into?
That radar
too.
Huh?
That radar was full of shit too.
I will say this: some of the time where it's like I thought we were supposed to have rain, and I looked out there, it's like it ain't rain for 2 or 3 hours. I was confused. I'm like, did it evaporate in the sky?
I mean, you know, it's a model. Yeah. You know, and sometimes models are wrong.
They did use this storm to break out some of their new toys. I'm not gonna lie. The thing where they was like standing on the ground and everything was happening behind them, that was dope.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was like they were standing here and they were talking about how floodwaters rise and fall. And behind them, they had like this 3D graphic of a flood happening. And it cut around them. So they were like standing in the middle of it, but you could see.
It was some Tony Stark shit.
Man, that's a Snapchat filter. Come on.
Oh, That reminds me like the 96 Olympics when they had the dive cam where the damn camera followed them all the way from the dive into the water. That shit's still hard to me. I still watch for that. I don't know why. And I don't give a shit about swimming and diving.
I'm like, shit, forget the diver. The cameraman needs an award.
No, it's on
it's like a GoPro, man.
The way it looked.
No, the way it looks is dope because it follows them. It tracks their body. That chick is pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. But all in all, I mean, we sustained no damage here. Now the thing is, there still is a danger of flooding because all that water that's in North Carolina got to go somewhere.
People are in danger right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, man. Because
fortunately, we gotta watch for downtown because that's where all the major rivers are. And where does Lake Water reconnect to coming from North Carolina? Does it come from that way or does it come from another way?
I'll be honest, I really don't know.
Okay.
Lake Murray, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Lake Murray should be good because it comes from the upstate way. Right? Yeah, so they shouldn't really deal with too much.
Yeah, I don't know. I just there are crews out saving people right now. So
yeah, do not take that lightly, man. Because in the upstate, you know, my wife was coming back to North Carolina, and 95 is all screwed up going back up there. She was actually taking one of the back roads to come back up through this way, and she could actually watch water coming towards her. So I was like, nah, turn around, go the other way.
Yeah.
Do not try to drive in water because you know
because you never know how deep it is. You never know how deep it is. That's what happened, unfortunately, in that flood here. We had a lot of those fatalities.
Yeah, what even that? It's like, you know, because sinkholes get created if that water's continuing to run, it's going to wash away that that ground surface. So do not do that.
Don't drink the water.
But you know, as many times you can warn people, we saw this last year when the roads were getting washed out and caved in. People thought they could still drive over it, and then you'd see like a bumper poking out of a hole. People don't listen.
I should be laughing at that.
It's not.
Maybe you shouldn't be laughing, but it's kind of like, you know.
If I could find the picture, it was hilarious because it's just a truck sticking straight up. You know, it's because somebody didn't listen. There were signs, there were borders. They got out of their truck, from what I understand, and moved the barrier.
Oh, you dummy. Yeah, I think I remember that.
So, I mean,
it
is what it is. People tell you what not to do, but fire ain't hot till you touch it.
Don't swim here.
Hey, maybe I should swim here.
The water's just a little cold. It'll be all right.
Yeah, don't swim here means nobody else is here.
Crocodiles.
Damn stupid.
We're all alive. Thank God.
Things are happening with nature. I think there was a shark attack up north for the first time in 80 years, and it killed somebody.
Cape Cod.
Yeah, Cape Cod. So nature is doing something.
Pretty much what Jaws, the premise for Jaws.
Yeah. If you're not paying attention, nature is doing something amazing.
I don't know about amazing, man.
You can't help but think did you see a 300-mile hurricane coming towards us? That is fucking amazing to me. It was 300 miles wide.
I mean,
somebody's ready for the end of the world.
I know. I'm like,
end of tomorrow. War of the Worlds at this.
No, but we're seeing shit that's never happened before. I mean, like climate shifts, and just changes on the planet that has never happened before. We're seeing
global warming and deregulation of everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't ignore it.
We're deregulating stuff just for these rich people to get richer because they're like, oh, we won't be here. And I'm like, so fuck your legacy, fuck your future family. Okay.
No,
I've heard people say that. Oh, that's going to affect my grandkids. I'm gonna be dead long before then.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So you don't live for a legacy? You just live for them. Okay.
Hey man, that's how half of us. That's why we have. That's why everybody living paycheck to paycheck now. I was like, I'll worry about that next. I'll worry about that 2 weeks from now.
Damn, damn, that's wild. It still amazes me, but whatever. I don't even want to have that convo.
But I mean, you just got to prep, man. And like I said, sharks killing people. You got hurricanes 300 miles wide. You got earthquakes happening places earthquakes never happen. California been on fire for the last 20 years. Ain't nobody give a damn about that no more.
I heard McCormick, South Carolina had a earthquake that what was it?
2.6
Thursday, Friday, something like that.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it did.
And the thing is, South Carolina's on the fault line, so we're due.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, one runs right through like Charleston, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We had one. What? 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
I never
that's
felt
scary.
it, but
Yeah,
I heard
absolutely.
about it.
Shit out of me.
I was
It was
evidently at work. I've been in two and ain't felt one of them.
I was in Marion.
No, I was it was a
What the hell
clip.
you doing in Marion?
MPs. It was for work.
Oh, I knew some people.
I
in
was
Marion.
here chilling at a friend's house, and all of a sudden, all they're trying to move. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, it was like 3 seconds of like, wait, did someone just fly by the house?
You thought a jet flew by. I would have thought a helicopter or something flown by. I would have thought nothing of it.
And the Grammy part, like California's laughing at us, like, "Oh, that was nothing."
It's not fun no more,
That
man.
was something else.
Yo, dead ass. Like going to San Francisco of how hilly and how weird the buildings
Yeah.
are. An earthquake there is creepy.
That's scary.
That's scary. Like if you ever go to San Francisco, it's the most hilliest, weird place ever. Like the hills are steep.
Yeah.
Like if you ever get out your car and forget to put emergency brakes on,
Oh, you dead.
like literally, you have to park on hills like that. Like it's no joke.
Those scenes on Full House, that shit is legit.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The only thing I think
Does
about
that
when I
have no
think about Full House.
That's real.
That's the first place I think about.
It's so hilly. Yeah.
It doesn't do it justice.
Like I remember like riding back in the Uber to the hotel, and I'm like, yo, I literally had like motion sickness because it was up and down, up and down. I had to lay down. Like it was rough. I wasn't used to that.
There's some things here that we can't take. Like we're the kings of heat. Like you can't tell us that we can't survive the heat.
That is true.
Anything as far as earthquakes and hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, all that shit, we're not prepared.
That's like that's like if you go to Vegas, that heat was nothing. People are like, it's hot. I'm like, I could breathe though.
Yeah. I was chilling.
It was 105.
Wait, when did y'all go again?
We went the first time we went was in the very beginning of June. It was the
okay.
It was the week after Mayweather Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was like 105 or 110, like the regular temperature, and we just out there like, this ain't bad.
Yeah. Like I said, I ain't wore no undershirt or nothing. I was like, oh shit, I ain't got a sweat in this bitch. This is delicious.
You're stupid.
I wasn't scared to talk to nobody because you know down here you talk to a girl in a gray shirt, you gotta keep watching that shit.
It's like, are you gonna stress sweat?
That's why I used to wear dark colors so damn much because of that shit.
Yeah. Gotta plan your whole day around the shirt you wear. All right, I got a gray shirt on. I'm gonna just go in the house and chill, play video games, drink, and then head straight back home. I ain't gonna stop.
So wild, bro.
But anyway, the storm happened. It's a blessing it didn't do anything here, but it did fuck up a lot of people. So I hate to use the term, but thoughts and prayers to the people in North Carolina and other places that it did hit.
Hi.
No, you're saying the right thing, but I know where you're coming from.
Yeah,
it's not. This is different. This ain't no malicious thing a human did where you say thoughts and prayers and not change legislation. You can't stop a hurricane.
Oh, right.
So don't feel bad.
Hey,
okay, I get that.
Yeah, speaking of trying to stop a hurricane, why was like one of the top searches? Can you stop a hurricane with a nuclear bomb?
Oh shit! See.
No, you just swirled that nuclear dust around.
Right, that's exactly what would happen.
This is why if you never had a reason to vote, that's why. Because these are the people that are going to run. Maybe I could use this nuclear bomb.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. All you're doing is spreading that nuclear dust all over the place. It'll go from here all the way up through Maine as all that rain and everything travels.
Here, take that.
Yep. Whole East Coast gone. Midwest, like, oh, we got this. It's red feather.
Yo, that's fucking stupid, man. That shit make my ass itch.
Where was this though? Where was this?
No, it was like
when you type in Google and then like it finishes the
it was like, can you stop a hurricane with a nuclear?
Oh my god.
Oh man, they breed.
They breed, right? Ain't shit else to do.
Yeah. Oh man, you know what I was thinking, and it's stupid. But listen, I want you to hear me out.
Listen.
Okay,
all right,
hear me out. When you're like chilling in the yard and you get those little teeny funnels that's blowing leaves in circles.
Yeah.
If you walk up to them and stick your hand in them, they dissipate.
I ain't never tried.
So why can't we create like a huge hand?
What?
Man, I think Brian went downstairs and smoked. This nigga didn't go
drop in the middle of the hurricane.
You would need edibles down.
You would need like a hand that's like 100 miles wide to even make even sense.
I bet you North Korea tried it.
What you're saying is it's possible.
No.
Wait, time out.
Oh, there's a chance.
Time out. Hey, aren't they making those fake clouds in Qatar for the World Cup though?
Those are clouds.
Those things that cover the sun because it's supposed to be so damn hot in Qatar when they have their World Cup.
And this is where we fucking shit up because you ain't supposed to mess with the sun.
Those are clouds. Clouds are different. That's like that's dust and water vapor. You're talking
These
about
motherfuckers can clone chickens. They gonna do that shit.
Oh yeah. I did watch something about them cloning horses.
But Rich, tell me that something to interrupt the flow of the wind wouldn't work.
I mean, yeah, but you know how big it would have to be to do that?
I mean, it would be worth it.
No. I was thinking of the Death Star as y'all say this. This is what I think about. And you know I hate damn Star Wars, but that's what I think about. And I hear the music playing too.
Yeah, that was some nerd shit you just said.
I will say this, not to throw y'all off. I do love when USC used to play that when we used to drive the ball down the field. That shit used to be hard.
So it didn't play that much, is what you're saying.
Fuck you, Sosa. New Mexico State.
You walked into that one.
New Mexico State.
We suck, but I don't give a fuck.
Are y'all the Lobos?
No. Bite your tongue.
What's that, New Mexico?
Aggies.
How the hell am I supposed to know that?
Aggie up, bitch.
Aggie up. Is that a thing of like anti up?
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Oh man.
Brian's like, I didn't even have a football team in my school, so fuck all y'all.
Ooh.
Damn it, I couldn't come up with nothing to come back with.
He had to take it.
I'm just
you know what I do? That is something that I do kind of regret because we didn't have that kind of atmosphere at my school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we didn't have the football team, so we didn't have all the
like the band
and the band and the fanfare and all that stuff about that. I do think that I missed out on that part of the college experience.
That's the one thing I did like when you used to go to stay at homecoming. Like, that's the thing you like because going to predominantly white school, it's like this band is like no disrespect to Jason, but Jason even said I hated the songs I played when I was in the band.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the same thing, and you go down like, man, this culture dope, but I like being around other types of people too. That was my only thing.
Yeah. So that is something that I do miss, but still talking about the storm.
Fuck the storm.
Wait,
I gotta work this shit.
Oh, where is it now? Is it like in the?
Is it West Virginia? Is it West Virginia now? Or
probably.
All I know is it started moving a lot faster once it left this state.
Yeah, it wasn't as heavy, man.
Yeah,
they couldn't find nothing to destroy.
No, we got lucky.
Walk around South Carolina like, what the fuck is?
It was tropical storm. It missed us by about 20 miles south. That's why we didn't get all that rain.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's another one coming soon.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Wasn't the one behind it like Leroy or some shit? It sounded like Florence's.
It's Leroy.
What was the name of that storm? Derek?
I don't know, but I think those are gone now. There's another one, Joyce or Joy.
Yeah,
Joyce. Joyce is coming.
Joyce Meyer.
And you know what's gonna happen? We gonna fuck around and not take this serious, and we all gonna be swimming.
No, we gonna. I don't know about y'all. We gonna take it serious.
Women with their own condominiums. Oh, sorry.
Fuck.
That boy got Tourette's and OCD. Ain't nothing worse than somebody with OCD and Tourette's.
What? You can see my Twitter. My Twitter bio.
That man no scream nothing related. Everything just two different things because he done seen something else.
That's what my Twitter bio.
Butterflies, brownies. What? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what my Twitter. That's what my Twitter.
It is. It is. You're random, my friend. But anyway, take a little swig of whiskey.
I forgot about that shit.
What?
Well, what my bio said.
Oh,
on the Twitters.
Okay.
All right, so I'm bringing up the show sheet because we are completely lost right now.
we went left field like whatever.
All right, so are we doing state of the culture?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
let's talk about state of the culture. Culture right now is
what culture are we referring to?
All right, our culture.
Our?
Not even. It's not just black culture. Just ethnic culture.
Hip-hop.
Period.
Spanish Heritage Month.
Oh, it is.
No,
it is. So you're going to see a lot of microaggressive racist bullshit happen.
Oh, I mean,
so I'm so glad you don't work in like a call center situation. Billion.
Because it'll be like what was that photo that Trump posted talking about? Like he loved his taco bowl from Trump Tower. I was like, no.
Oh my!
You would lose your shit. That. It'd be like sombrero day, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I can't. I mean, what do you?
People take and I'm not directing this at anybody. People take the best or the most fun parts of culture and they mutate it.
Well, yeah, that's cultural appropriation, or
yeah. So what happens is what they don't understand, or what everybody doesn't understand, is when you take these certain parts of the culture, you are insulting a lot of people. You know, if I said I like Eskimos and I went around wearing a fur coat all summer, that would offend people because that's not Eskimos. That's not what they do.
Die.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, because it's in the summer. It's fun.
Oh my god.
The whole Indian thing or Native American thing with the headdress and the feathers.
Shit, man.
Yeah, like everybody didn't call their home a teepee.
Yeah.
Right.
I saw an amazing picture today. I follow this group on Facebook called The Africa They Don't Show You.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this young lady posted a picture. She said, since all of us live in huts, here's my hut. And it was this like beautiful home. It wasn't like extremely massive. It wasn't huge, but it was a beautiful home. She was like, this is my hut. Because people don't want to take the time to realize that there are so many different parts of every culture.
Yeah. That's like a lot of countries are so developed over here. Like Nigeria is a very developed country. There's a lot of developed countries.
Right. Fuck, man.
There's tons of developed places. They all aren't just living out in dirt.
They have natural resources.
Yeah.
But
and in some cases they're better developed than we are, infrastructure wise.
Yeah. Well, because they have different things they have to survive where they are. You know, a lot of places have a lot of hurricanes, a lot of places have a lot of tornadoes and earthquakes and stuff. So they build their structures appropriate to where they are.
Yeah, they're not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah. So, you know, we'd be fucked if we went there. Because we'd be in a trailer with wheels on it. Like, I love this place. 2 minutes later, you see our ass rolling down the tundra and shit.
You're so goddamn stupid.
But state of the culture. Where are we?
Well,
we would talk about Lil Pump earlier.
Oh yeah, we did talk about Lil Pump. Like I was referring to the Kanye Lil Pump song that is hot garbage to me. People like, I like that song. Like the beat is okay, but even the beat we find out is a stolen ass.
I was about to say
one of my favorite like R&B artists, which I ain't even gonna talk about, but Lil Pump literally says nothing that song. Kanye's verse ain't that good either, but it's
Fuck
like
him too.
I just don't get. We're at a moment right now, and hell, it's in a lot of forms of music where people are literally just putting out songs. They're in the game just to make money. I get it. We all in the game to make money, but you're not really talented at what you do. Maybe you were, then you got the money, and it's like, haha, I'm just gonna make a dumb song that catches on. But I just don't get it right now.
Those aren't artists though. They're just
not. And I don't think they understand like the flavor of the month shit is not gonna have you on tours later on in life. And we're seeing that. Like, I just thought about like, hey, Salt and Pepper, you got Slick Rick. Like, I follow a lot of these people on Instagram, and they out here getting this cash. Getting way more cash than artists now that they flashlight again. Man, those niggas still working off their bonuses, bro. They ain't working on cash money. They working off bonus money that they got fronted.
Because when they go on tour, that's money. That's your money.
Thank you.
Right.
Unless you in a 360 deal to where they could take some of that. Like these artists been way past that. They just making cash money.
Right.
Yeah.
We're like Lauryn Hill somehow is still making money.
I was just about to say, because you're talking about tour, man. How that whole thing went down. That's terrible.
I mean,
now she's having a concert.
Explain it. Did you see my link?
No.
She's having a 20th anniversary. Like, I don't know, a tour. And Nas and Santa Gold, the little house music girl, was supposed to be on the tour. She kicked them off the tour. Like, she cut them from the tour. I'm like, you know you cutting your proceeds, right?
I was say, how you kick Nas off your tour?
At least I'll go there and see Santa Gold and Nas. At least I know they're gonna be there. But you might not show up.
I take a lot of grief from when I talk about Lauryn Hill to different people, because I don't think she is deserving anymore of the crown that we've given her.
Thank you.
The whole Queen shit. I'm not.
It's done.
She put out an amazing album.
She did.
I can't take that away from her. Nobody can take that away from her.
Mm-hmm.
But what else are you doing?
I'm about to look it up while you talk.
There has to be a follow-up. There has to be. You owe it. That's your job. You make music. I deserve another album, another compilation, another mixtape, something. And a lot of people are going to say, oh, she don't owe you nothing. That's Lauryn Hill, blah, 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 blah. What? That was 20 years ago.
But I would feel okay if she got out of music and wouldn't tour. I would be okay with that.
See, I think
but you're touring and then making, and it's like you're literally still making money off that album, and then like the way you're doing it and don't show up to shows or come late, like you disrespecting the people who love you, bro.
I mean, and we're forgetting that she took credit for shit that she didn't do on that album.
That's what we're hearing.
That's the main
Prod said that she wrote it all, but a lot of people are saying she did.
But we knew that back. Well, I don't know about you guys, but we knew that back in 2000 because there was a big article in the Source and XXL because that's all we had at the time.
But see, that's the thing. Even if she didn't write some of the songs, we forgave that because the way she delivered it was amazing.
I mean, I get it.
It is time to stop giving people things that they have not continuously earned. You know,
I mean, she's about to approach into like a Flock of Seagulls territory. You know, just one song and be done.
After that,
right?
What was it, MTV Unplugged shit?
That was hot garbage. I was mad at that.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be.
Is that the one where she started crying?
Yeah, she bugging out. Yeah.
I bought that. I mean, I had that on the mixtape.
The Marley.
See, I'm about to say.
Boy fucked her all up.
I say you bought that, bro. I'm like, wait,
no, I had it on the mixtape.
All right,
I will go ahead, Rich.
No, just fire stick. But I mean, see, that's the thing. This thing is so weird about it. I know, like, we always say that an artist is like they owe us another album. I wouldn't say they owe us, but to Izzo's point, it's like if you gonna come in, do your thing, get out, just get out. Like, do your thing, make your point, make your statement, and then you're free to go. Because like artistic expression is one of the things that people talk about, and this is, I'm not trying to change the subject, but what some people feel about Eminem is the reason why he has these albums that are bad and then he comes back with the angry album is because there's no passion, quote unquote, in the previous one. Or somehow he's not at that same level. But when he's angry, he's got that
amazing.
passion. Yeah,
It's
they got that
amazing.
passion that drives back in there. So like
bullshit.
That's
right. So
anger and hunger go hand in hand. So
Right.
the first album is always fire. The albums in between are garbage. Then you get angry, and that album is fire.
right.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. But it's the same kind of thing. So like, you know, to say that an artist should give us more, it's kind of like I wouldn't necessarily say that, but don't turn out garbage. And I think in the case with Lauryn Hill, she's turning out garbage because if you're gonna treat,
she's not.
if you treat when I say turning out garbage, I'm talking about in the way she's treating her fans, how it's like it's a lackadaisical response. I mean, you kicked Nas off of your tour, that probably had ticket sales in it alone.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna say, nah, production issues were the reason why we discontinued that relationship. It's like, nah, that ain't cool.
Once one of these artists realize that fans are fickle and they'll take their money back for anything. And they'll stop doing dumb shit like that. You know, I forgot who came or who was about to come.
Pause.
actually wasn't even
Nicki Minaj. She had the concert happening. I don't know if she did it out here, but she had a concert happening. Then people found out she had the 6ix9ine on it, and they were selling their tickets.
Huh?
That was here?
No, it wasn't here, but she announced that 6ix9ine was going to be on the tour with her.
Don't nobody want to hear that motherfucker.
You have to listen to your audience. That is who makes you rich. That's who makes you relevant. When you start doing things in your music style because you want to do them, that's when you start to fail. Now, if it's something that listen.
Yeah, I have something to say about that because I was thinking about that. Go ahead.
If it's something you're doing because it makes the music better, or it makes you sound better, or it makes the delivery better, absolutely fine. I'm with it. But if you're doing it because pop culture, if you're doing it because what's popular,
okay,
you're gonna fail.
You brought me back.
Yeah. I was like, because there are times where someone might just want to have a different sake of artistic expression. Now, the example of what you just said is Pink. Mm-hmm. Pink is like my classic. Pink is my classic example because when she came out on LaFace Records with "There You Go," it was like, oh, okay, all right, she got a little voice going on, it's all good. And then she goes into if you listen to Pink now with like "So What" and all these other songs that she's come out with, it's like a completely different sound from how things were before. Now, granted, it could be the fact that artistic expression is the reason why she changed the thought process about it, but I think there was a financial gain because it actually was able to crossing the different.
She makes music that line commercials in campaigns.
I give you another example.
I don't like that.
I'll give you another example. Ja Rule. Listen, when Ja Rule first came out, and he was on that remix, that
looking
Jay-Z
like
remix,
Tupac, that pissed me off.
They told him to do that. They said, "Look like Tupac, sound like DMX."
Oh, right? Hot.
So that got his foot in the door. When he got his foot in the door, he came out with Vena Vena Vici. Amazing album.
Yeah. Yep.
Dope album. I listen to that today. I do listen to that today. Then they started telling him that hip hop and R&B, this little mixture thing happens. And people like it.
Christina Milian did a song.
Christina Milian. And he started doing all these songs with Ashani.
That peanut butter jelly bitch?
Huh?
What?
Whoa, why so? Whoa!
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I thought she did a peanut butter song or some shit. I don't
remember.
Her songs never become hits, but evidently she's still relevant. But go ahead.
Who? Which one? Talking about Christina
Milian.
Jennifer Lowe was like the only thing I remember from her.
I don't remember none of that.
That was it was the video on that one. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Good point on that.
First,
because
after that, after you started doing that, he's gonna do. You can't do pop hip hop and then pick a beef with somebody who
and then 50 bodied him, right?
Yeah. So
hey, I was a fucking hypocrite, but he did.
Yeah. And you got you. It's like if beef is. Let's think of beef as a tree, okay? The trunk of the tree is the beef. The branches are shit that people can grab onto to climb to the top. When he started, He had so many branches
Yeah,
already.
branches and branches and
What
branches.
can I do without you?
Right.
And he had all these songs he had with Ashanti. So 50 just climbed on top of that bitch. It was nothing to do.
Then he had the song with Bobby Brown.
Credibility went down.
He just cut the tree down, man. He just cut the tree.
The song with Bobby Brown was a fucking ladder.
Get right to the top. I was like, Bobby Brown's on the song. I still remember that. I think we were like sophomores in Carolina.
Right. The perfect example of allowing somebody to control your career and destroy you.
And Irv Gotti, he knew better, but they was looking at the money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whatever.
A producer don't
got
care
the money,
about,
but at what expense?
A producer don't care about the product. They just trying to get it out and get it done.
They was trying to compete with Diddy.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit. He don't care. They don't care about what the state of hip hop is or keeping hip hop alive. They trying to get a product out. So
they get money. Right. Yeah. Back to I got just a quick question because I can't think of it off the top of my head. But back to Lauryn Hill, how many artists have only put out one album and we crowned them years later?
Andre is the only one who might be approaching into that territory.
Well, he never even dropped the album.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, he never dropped a solo.
Oh, you're right.
There's a song I like with him and Travis Scott where he dropped a hard verse, but I'm like, bruh, one verse.
You can't.
It's just not a whole song. People get mad at that, but I'm like, I'm sorry, it's not a whole song.
But Rich, you are right because Dre is like, we've anointed him, and
but them boys ain't dumb.
Because Scarface put out albums. People might, he can get a boys, but Scarface got albums. They weren't critically acclaimed a lot of times.
Diary is dope. I don't give a shit. If you never heard the Scarface album,
they're not critically acclaimed, but
no, they are now. But I'm like, at the time, people didn't think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck the good boys, but Scarface himself, but Lauryn Hill, I mean,
you gotta think. Like I was saying, Andre's not dumb. Andre probably knows that he can maintain who he is and what he does by doing what he does.
Yeah, and I can't say that he's probably content with it, and I'll never knock a man to say he need to do something. But for me,
if you honestly ask him, he'll probably say, "I don't need a single. I don't need an album."
I don't blame him. But for me to judge him the way I like to judge hip hop, he just can't be at that point because an album is like it's a work of art. I got little bits of graffiti here and there from you. I ain't got. Like for most people, they got a gallery. All I got is a couple tags here and there from you. That's all I got.
He's got an eighth of a mural.
Exactly.
I don't think he needs to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right.
I ain't mad at that.
And I think that gets back to the point I said earlier about, artists might just not feel like doing that. And that's fine. But if there's like a criterion of how artist is judged by their catalog, I mean, he doesn't have one.
I want an Outkast album more than I want an Andre 3000 album. And to be honest with you, if you want an Andre album, go get Speaker Box and The Love Below. Technically, that was 2 singles. I mean, that was 2 solo albums.
So you're ready to anoint Dre. So you're ready to anoint Dre top 5 without a solo?
Absolutely.
I ain't mad at that, but that's his opinion.
Yeah,
it makes sense because he can rap. But
I say that with no reservations at all. Absolutely, my personal opinion.
But normally, when I explain it to people, they get it. Now, if I just say like, "How you gonna say?" and then they go, "Oh, yeah, that makes sense." I'm like, that's just the way I judge it. Like, let's say this: Sosa's favorite rapper.
He's about to say
Kiki
P.
Drake. So me, I listen to most current music. Yeah, fuck him. I listen to most current music just so I can have an opinion on it. I'm like, I can't say I didn't listen. To me, he's weird because people gonna call him a legend, but he's never put out the best albums ever. But he'll have these songs that literally float in this weird space where they might not have been on an album, then they pop up on the album later. And like his albums are going platinum off as singles, but the albums aren't as dope. So what are we saying?
That's why. Because they're going platinum now.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. That's why, because they're going platinum.
Yeah, but it's weird. So he's going to be anointed. Like we already know, Drake's been popping since 07, 08 now.
So that's over 10 years.
He's going to be there. There's nothing we can say or do. But to me, it's literally he just stayed relevant within pop. He's a good artist, like Sosa said this afternoon. But as a rapper, I think he knows how to ride waves really well.
No, he knows for a fact that he will never be taken seriously as a rapper because of what Pusha T did to him.
I think these fools already forgot about it.
You know,
they may have forgotten about it, but I can tell you right now, Drake is never going to go.
I'm not going to lie. In my heart of hearts, and what I see, Pusha T is like jumped up a lot of categories.
You know what's kind of dangerous about judging who's on top in hip hop right now, because everybody goes on these streams and these little e-votes or whatever. You know, and I know you can purchase those.
Right.
Yeah.
You can. Absolutely.
You can. So like I don't, but the thing is, once you purchase them, it pops up on people's feeds and then they listen. So you get double that. So I'm not going to sit here and say that these guys don't have any fans, but I don't think that there's as many people listening to these guys as they say. You can't put out an album. You can't sneak an album out in the middle of the night and still have 1 million listens. Doesn't happen.
One thing I am seeing, and somebody made a good point. They were talking about like relevancy of a lot of these artists now. You could have 3, 4, 5 million Instagram followers, right? That's the leading, I guess, social media platform. But these same dudes can't sell out like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 seat like venues.
Yeah.
So it's like something's not adding up. People like, with that popping, you would be selling out those spots. So something's very funny right now. Either people are not into your music, they like your wave, or your followers or streams ain't real. Something's not equating.
Or they don't like going outside.
That's true.
I want to go outside.
I don't know.
But I don't know. These festivals are popping. You look at these festivals. These festivals are selling out fast.
Yeah,
so
I want to go to these festivals.
Hey, man.
That is a bucket list. I know I'm old. I want to go to one of these.
They had one in Raleigh, and I forgot the name of it. But last year, Run the Jewels was actually the headliner of the festival.
I do want to see them live. Jesus Christ, I do.
I mean, I don't know. They won't pack it. Since we're talking about the state of the culture, we can't pack stadiums like we used to.
Listen, the shit is so microwave right now.
We can. Our artists can. You saw the Dave Chappelle special when he did the concert in New York. Nobody knew about that, and it was packed.
Yeah, well.
He did the comedy special. Our artists can, because we still have some respect, and we still have some connection to the actual culture.
I mean,
so if Redman, Method Man, Wu-Tang, did you see the link I put in?
No.
Wu-Tang is doing a fucking concert.
Where?
No, I didn't see them.
I've seen Wu-Tang. I saw them in Charleston when they came. They were at Music Farm. Was it Music Farm?
Oh yeah, I remember that. I always had to work those damn dumbass days. I remember that.
Who was missing?
You guy was missing? Who cares?
I think I remember y'all telling me about this.
Master Killer wasn't there? Who cares?
Stop.
I will say I would want to see Capadonna, even though he's not official. But I like Capadonna.
Donna, yeah.
There's always an extra member of the group that's really not official.
Was Shy Kim there?
He was the play cousin.
Shit, was Eazy-E really ever a part of Bone?
No, he was just the guy that got them together. Well,
he was just on the album cover.
Found them, yeah.
Wasn't he on the album cover?
No.
He's 99?
No.
He's literally what did he was literally you're right. Well, no, creeping on the come up or whatever that was. He was alive for that, right?
He was alive for that, but
who was above everybody on the album cover of the East
Flesh
99 album?
Oh,
that was Flesh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That is right.
Because he was in jail at the time.
Yeah, he was.
Like
the guy in Lunatics, they used to wear the Band-Aid for.
Yeah.
I don't even know what his name was. I just remember that. Don't even try. We're not gonna talk about St. Lunatics, not at all.
No, I don't.
We don't talk about failed groups.
Yeah. I ain't mad at Nelly. Nelly getting this bread too, and I was never a Nelly fan.
Nelly gave his homeboys a chance, and they couldn't do it.
But Wu-Tang set that blueprint up.
Yeah, they did.
You're absolutely right. Hey, so would Wu-Tang be considered a supergroup?
Yes. No.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
They actually were they ever really
a supergroup is when you take guys
who
that
were solos before.
Yeah. And
I got you. I got
Wu-Tang wasn't established. Now, Redman and Method Man, that could be considered a supergroup.
But I will say
Slaughterhouse.
That was a supergroup. Hell, Run the Jewels in theory is a supergroup.
Yeah.
What about LSG or whatever they was called?
That's a supergroup. Are you
fucking serious?
R&B supergroup.
Vert, Sweat, and Gill. What did they do after that? What was Tyrese thing? Triple T?
Oh, I don't know.
Was it Tyrese, Tank, and
Genuine?
Titty Boy?
I actually do like all of those guys. I ain't gonna lie. As R&B, I like all of them.
Somebody fucked up, so.
You can tell me Genuine first album wasn't dope.
His first 2 albums was dope. Even his 3rd album was dope. After that, I didn't listen no more.
Here it is.
It's TGT.
I'm not finding none of this shit.
TGT. Yeah.
So we didn't tell you about you and his R&B music.
I mean,
it's called the A3C Festival, October 6th through the 7th, Georgia Freight Depot. Wu-Tang Clan, JID, Rhyme, Talib Kweli, Westside Gun, Conway, Deontay Hitchcock, Luda, and some other people I never heard of. But Wu-Tang and Talib Kweli, I'm down for that.
Right. When is it?
October 6th through the 7th.
Let's see.
I think we got our next day we need to take off, brothers.
What is it? It's in Atlanta?
Let me make sure that's Atlanta.
Yeah, it's in Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, you looked it up just now?
No, I saw you post a link earlier.
Oh, Sunday is Lil Wayne, The Diplomats, Trina, Currency, Young
The Diplomats.
I'd rather listen to The Diplomats low key. I used to like The Diplomats for 2 minutes.
I didn't like Cameron when he did that.
I used to like weird. They had some songs used to bang a little bit. The beats were hard as hell.
Yeah,
beat makers were fire.
I was a Cameron Confessions of Fire fan.
Oh, I don't blame you.
I was a fan.
That's dope. That's dope.
But all that other stuff I couldn't deal with. Purple
Once
Ribbon
I heard my man
All-Stars, but
Horse Carriage.
That's what Horse and Carriage was on that.
Yeah,
I think
his next album was decent. The first one on Rockefeller was decent. After that, it was stupid.
Once I heard about Joel Santana, how he got his name, I was like,
all up in the camera. That was weird.
It's like, no.
Wait, no. What? How?
Nah,
Joel
he said,
go ahead.
Yeah, he was like, someone asked how he got his name. Said, I was thinking of a rhyme, and then all of a sudden, I was like, Joel Santana. When I look in the camera, I was like,
I remember me, you, and somebody was all sitting on the couch in the dorm, like, what? I still remember that. We were laughing our ass like, this brother is so serious.
Oh man, he was real about it.
There are moments in hip hop when you have a chance. When the doors are open for you to say anything you want.
Right.
Create any kind of psyche you want to create. I was all up in the camera, Jules Santana. Damn.
He's one of those people, like, he can have a good verse and then that next verse going to be so horrible. Yeah. I remember him.
I wasn't really a Dipset fan. So
I like the beats. I didn't really care for all the rhymes as much. I thought Jim Jones was better than some of it. He's not.
Yeah. You know, you a hip hop fan when your tastes change regions. Like I was a West Coast fan for a while.
Yeah.
Like I legit was. I
think everybody was from
Mad Circle.
Oh my
fan.
god. Oh my god.
All that. I was Kid a Gang, Bing Bing Bang. All that.
That man was doing Blood and Crip Talk. So you like Snoop and them? It's like Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Blows my mind that
Snoop was the first album I ever bought. First CD I ever bought.
Wow.
Okay. Doggy Style. So I couldn't help it. So what it was.
And that's sadly that's another one who we anointed him and he only had one good album.
like Dogfather.
No, Dogfather was trash.
I hated when he joined No Limit.
That was a coast. That was a
Oh,
coast.
yeah, No Limit, that was bad.
What about Murder Was the Case?
The what?
Murder Was the Case was dope.
Okay, well, okay, I'll give you two.
That was
a Death Row compilation.
That was a
soundtrack
of a movie that never came out.
Yeah, I was mad about that. We were all getting.
Yeah, that was supposed to be The Streets is Watching Part 2.
Yeah.
Like
what didn't Jermaine Dupri come out with 1 2 19 Life in 1964 some shit?
Life in 1492.
Yep, I had that album.
That album was hard. Came out.
Like,
I remember going to the fair in like 97 and it was a ride. They played that whole album. And I'm like, aren't you supposed to play random songs? They just played the whole album.
Nigga, don't you hate on me? Why don't you go and get you some?
Yeah.
Oh man, there was a point where hip hop was just confusing as fuck. It was a trip. But yeah, you're right. I'll give you that. Snoop came out with Doggy Style. Came out, he was on Gin and Juice. I mean, not Gin and Juice, the Chronic.
Mm-hmm.
And we just kept him.
Because what was it? Deep Cover was the first thing.
Deep Cover
on, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a hard ass song to start out.
It was.
Boy.
I hate that Fat Joe and Pun redid it because that should have been left alone.
You hate that the Fat Boys broke up. I'm like, what?
Wait a minute, what? Nigga's dead.
Like, no, that was a Jay-Z line, man.
Jesus, Brian.
Stupid.
Sorry, one of them did.
Yeah, Buffy.
Yeah, Prince Marky D making a lot of money doing other stuff. You know, he wrote "Real Love" by Mary J. Blige.
Yep.
But
a lot of Spanish people behind the scenes that people don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all was part of the movement. Y'all was part of the whole hip hop.
Yeah, but nobody talks about that because when they talk about hip hop, they say it's black music.
Dude, no, it's Puerto Ricans and black people.
But when you talk
in the Bronx,
this group right here knows that.
Oh, right.
When you talk to other people, it's black music
because a lot of it started from all those little street gangs where we're Puerto Rican and black people.
Right.
All you got to know is you turn on BET and people like this black entertainment television. There's rap on here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first thing they say, but they forget that we had a bunch of people within certain groups.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the reason I realized that I remember watching Star Wars when I was real young.
Star Wars?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what taught me because I remember seeing that when I was really young and that kind of got me fascinated with hip hop. DJ K Slay was a graffiti artist on that?
Yeah. He was
what? Wow.
Yeah, K Slay has been in the game for a long time.
K Slay was
I gotta look at
more than one graffiti movie.
Mm-hmm.
He went to jail for a little bit, came out, and started DJing. And then all of a sudden, his career took off.
Yeah, he's been in the game a long time. People don't talk about him. And I'm like, yo, dog, he's lived it from ground up.
He was the Capadonna.
Yeah. Hell, I follow Crazy Legs on Instagram. That's how much I respect him.
There's a documentary. Mm-hmm. There's a documentary that I think people need to listen to or see or whatever. It's called A Latino in Hip Hop, Part 1, Part 2. There's parts of it. And they talk about the Latino history in hip hop.
I want to hear this. I haven't seen this.
Yeah, you have to see it. It's dope. It's about DJs and hip hop artists and everything. So that's
now. Let's be real. We've had our garbage.
Everybody's had their garbage.
We've had our garbage.
Everything. A lot of stuff now is garbage.
I will not listen to someone just because they got a Spanish last name. That's
don't like Chino XL.
Fuck. I don't fuck with Chino like that.
Booty.
What's that? Fat Joe. I don't fuck with Fat Joe like that.
Hey, listen. I
don't got no issues with him.
I used to do a show when I was in school. We had a radio station. I was the one that brought the radio station back up and running.
Okay.
And they had records. And one of the records they had was Chino XL, Booty.
Really? That bullshit.
That's what we had. We had bullshit up there. So I'd play Booty. Ba-ba-dum-bum. No,
Negro, that's Benzino.
Oh, Benzino. I'm sorry, Benzino. I apologize.
Chino XL
was I'm a creep.
That.
That's
Chino XL was I'm a Creep. Right?
That's how you know I won't listen to Chino because I ain't even know who the fuck that was. Okay.
Yeah, Chino XL was I'm a Creep, I'm a Loser. But that was a remake of somebody else's song.
Negro, that's Radiohead.
Yeah, but Chino XL did it.
Oh, I didn't know he remade it.
I'm a creep.
Yeah,
I'm a loser. Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild.
But yeah, a Latino in history. A Latino history of hip hop. That's what it's called.
Is it on Netflix?
Right now I see it on it's audio on SoundCloud, actually. I see it.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna take it back for real quick. Y'all remember Vibe magazine?
Yeah.
They had and I got it downstairs. History of hip hop. There is not one Spanish motherfucker in there.
And that's tragic because a lot of times I understand that you have to take pride in who you are and what you do. But a lot of times in things that we might have achieved, we forget that there's a chapter in there where there were contributions or other people started things that we assisted or they assisted us in.
Right.
You know, so
and that's why I hate Tekashi so much, because he makes us look like shit.
I can't. I don't even want to comment on Tekashi.
But you understand why I hate him so much? Because
who?
6ix9ine, whatever the fuck his name is.
Tic Tac 2478.
I'm not even acknowledging him no more.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't acknowledge our presence in hip hop, especially in the beginning. And then you got this bum who, for all intents and purposes, is a fucking culture vulture.
I mean, to be honest with you, man, he had an amazing opportunity with the things that he's been presented with, the opportunities he's been presented with to take the culture to another level.
Yep.
And
he's trash.
He chose to do what he did. He picked the fight with the wrong people and lost. And now
looked like a bitch in the process.
Yeah.
So yeah, 6ix9ine. I personally smacking the shit out of you.
If I knew I was a so-far rapper, I personally wouldn't pick a fight with fucking Ludacris.
Oh no,
Chris did that shit, man.
No.
There's some people you don't do it with. I used to listen to Luda when I was like 12, 13 years old on the radio in Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's one of the people that wanted me to do what he does.
Oh, shit.
He was Chris Lover on 97.5.
Yeah, I figured that because I was like, he was big when you were in Atlanta.
Like, that was a hustler for real.
Yeah.
I still remember hearing that song Fat Rabbit like 2 years before that album dropped. And it was just like, the song seemed familiar.
That's why he said back for the first time.
Yeah, you actually were right about that because he was out and around. It was a weird time. You would hear songs and then it's like, you don't know where the hell you hear them from. And then an artist would pop years later. It's like, I've heard this before. Like 3 6 was like that.
I really wish we had more time on this podcast right now because kind of wanted to address Tupac because his anniversary just passed.
Yeah, he did. He got, what was that, 22 years ago now? 22 years ago he passed. Yep.
That's sad. You know this man's supposed to be like 40 right now.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the things that Pac would have been doing?
He was 20. Can you 25?
He was it sounds cliche as hell, but he was so far ahead of his time in what he thought. Like he wanted to uplift black people and get people to be like aware of what their power was.
Yeah.
And still sandwich bitches at the same time.
I honestly think that he probably would have left hip hop in another 3 or 4 years and went on to something else.
Yeah.
Had it been acting, activism, politics, something. He had the world was there for him.
Actor.
And he could have done anything. And he was an amazing actor.
Right.
And to put this into perspective, I was not a Tupac fan. I couldn't stand that motherfucker.
Why is that? I'm just curious.
Because after his second album, he went West Coast. Like he said, fuck East Coast, fuck this, fuck. But he never said fuck East Coast. All he ever said was fuck Bad Boy.
Yeah.
But when you're young and you're not paying attention, he's saying fuck East Coast. That was
we all know, and we've all paid attention to the whole after the death thing, and
and
there was no gang members or no West Coast or East Coast beef that killed Pac. That was
his
government
family is
shit.
from New Jersey.
That was government shit that killed Pac.
Right.
They've already finalized that it was an assassination.
Yeah.
So it was just something that he was onto that they didn't want him onto.
I
wouldn't put it past it because he knew so much.
Yeah.
Him in those Serena Ultra interviews, he used to be dropping knowledge.
Yeah, right.
Like she loved that dude. She used to always get the best info out of that guy.
And the fact that I wasn't a fan and I'm speaking highly of him, I got to tell you something.
Damn right.
It's a respect thing. It's a respect thing. I think I told somebody this before. I don't have to like your product, but I can respect your hustle.
Dude, I'll listen to his posthumous album. How do you say it? Posthumous. Albums right now over anything out.
Yeah.
I still think Me Against the World was his best album when it comes to like shit that really meant something. I'm looking at it now. That album used to be hard as shit.
He even took one of his like greatest lines and used it as our hype statement for Vegas. Feel it.
And could you imagine like being Bone and being able to work with Biggie and Tupac and putting out amazing pieces of music?
Them joints was dope, man.
Yeah.
Amazing pieces of music.
Them shits was dope.
Yeah. So, and then Luke worked with Biggie. I don't know if y'all ever heard that Biggie and Luke song.
I probably have. A lot of stuff is you hear it and like you know it as soon as you hear it. I just don't remember a lot of stuff now.
Biggie worked with a lot of people, so it's just
sometimes
the landscape. That's when the landscape changed for the worse.
Yeah, because you feel cheated.
You're absolutely right. Music did change once those two died. Absolutely changed.
These guys were on the verge of something great because they took something that people thought was negative and hurt people and was all about drugs and gambling and bitches and blah, blah, blah. But in these two guys' interviews, these two guys gave the most insightful interviews of any hip-hop artist you can put in that seat. Because they made you feel like they knew what was going on. There was a purpose to what they were saying. And there was a reason. And then after that, Shiny Suit Syndrome caught on. It started being about money and Benzes and Bentleys and crap. And we've been lost.
Yeah.
And they left a lot of lost people because a lot of people that was riding with them in the hip hop game didn't have direction after that.
Are we blaming Master P?
I blame Master P for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Because you did bring up a good point about Master P.
He has to take some of that too, though.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Because you said Shiny Suit. Hey, there's only one.
But that Southern Wave, man, it's like we had some gems in the Southern Wave, and then we had some stuff. It was like, bruh.
Yeah.
Y'all had 8-Ball MJG.
Which was so underrated at that time. UGK was barely even known by most people, but 8-Ball MJG was more popular than them. Around here in the South, like Southeast, it was way more popular. 8-Ball MJG was way more popular than UGK. It didn't really pop for most people, like kid-wise, until Big Pimpin' came out. No, fuck E40. Get out.
Sprinkle me with it.
Fuck that motherfucker. You can't be on the show either, motherfucker.
No, I didn't mean it like that. His music, I'm not into. He's an originator for his area. But I can't.
Yo, that list is getting short.
List of people that can be on the show. Oh, there's a non-existent list now.
Hey, what about that Mr. Don't Play though?
God,
you know what? I do want to have a couple people that I just want to talk shit to though.
What?
Like Iggy? I'll have Iggy on the show. Just
okay. Let's do this. Okay, I got a topic. Somebody gives you a show, 5 minutes to rag on any hip hop artist you want to. who would you pick to be on that show? Hip hop, R&B, blues, jazz, whatever you want to.
Like to
Wayne.
rag, like who,
you not even rag. It's like why
Wayne.
Wayne.
That's
Brian.
Yeah.
Brian gonna be like, he doesn't mean it.
Nope.
People had to know he's good. He's good. He doesn't mean it.
No matter
So
of fact,
5 minutes. You want 5 minutes with Wayne to ask why?
no, not ass. I'm gonna beat his ass.
Whoa.
No, I'm not even talking about fighting.
I am.
Somebody.
Then you're going against the format.
No, yeah, literally somebody you want to talk about hip hop, the state of hip hop, why you did this, what went wrong.
Wayne. It'll be Wayne.
Wayne.
And the fun here's the bad thing about it. He's actually the scapegoat because he's not the one that started it. P's the one that started it, but I'm just, and it's not even they're not even the same crew, but I'm just, that's who I'm using as a scapegoat.
All right. Okay. Izzo?
Mine's gonna sound generic, but I have a reason behind it. Even though I don't think I would be able to have a conversation, it'll be Kanye. The reason why is because Kanye is probably a reason I got into underground hip hop, because I could tell he was a fan of it and like listen to the mixtapes he had out. He's the reason why, like, now I even have a sample app on my phone. If I hear a song, I go find out what the sample is. Like, I remember hearing The Blueprint. Every song that I liked the sample of in The Blueprint literally was a Kanye track. Like, I started listening to The Doors because of that. I started listening to more 70s soul music because of him. So he like opened up my music palette, but yet now it's like, bruh, it's like I kind of feel offended by what he does. Not even like the Trump shit, but like, it's like you're not respecting us. Like, we respect you, like we ride for you, but like you're taking our dollar for granted. You just put out shit like, oh, they buy it. And that's not how we feel. Like, we used to fuck with you, man. Like, your music meant a lot to me. Now it's like I didn't even listen to his last album. So you fell from up here as like one of my favorite artists of all time to like I won't even listen to your music. So I'd be like, I hope you know a lot of people feel that way.
I will fight him too.
We know.
It doesn't have to be hip hop. Can be anything, any music, anything, anybody that you want to talk to. It can be movies if you need.
Oh, what did you just say, Sosa?
Dead or alive?
Oh, I'm gonna stick with alive. This is gonna sound, and I'm just throwing this out there because this is going to be completely different from anyone you said. But there's one group that I used to listen to, and like they completely changed their sound, and I don't even like them anymore. It's Maroon 5.
I knew it. Oh, that's a good one.
And because when they first came out, man, it's like their songs had feeling. You could tell they were angry, and it was great. But now they're making this really pop electronic sound thing, and it's like and it was an example of them trying to change with the time, which is not a problem but it's just, it seems soulless. Like, I listened to their newest album, like I was like, oh, like I think a track from Songs About Jane came on when I was in Advanced Auto Parts. And I was like, oh, okay, let me listen. And then I saw they had a new album. I'm like, this shit is garbage. I just, I mean, and it's like, you hate to be like that because, someone maybe put some time and or effort into designing this piece of art, as we call it. But like going from where they were, like they had a very pure, very organic sound to now it's just like, it looks like, honestly, like it's just it's like a very electronic sounding album. It just doesn't have that same soul, that same fire, because I'm not gonna lie, like, even though I know like they were mad as hell about Jane, but it was great. Yeah. And go ahead.
I was gonna say I could tell they appreciated like different types of music.
Right.
Like I could listen to their stuff. I could tell that they liked a little bit of sound of Radiohead. I could tell they liked a little bit of sound of hip hop and soul because the drums was different, the guitar was different. It was different. To where you ever notice a lot of black people like that album and they never marketed it to us?
Nope.
I knew so many black people that like that, and they never tried to market to us or put it on.
No, not
radio.
at all. Not at all.
But they went completely left.
Yeah, I don't like anything they put out in the last couple of things they did. I mean, and you hate to sound like because we saw them in concert, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah, we did. Oh, sheesh, that was probably like 10 years ago now.
Yep. Yeah, that'd be my one to be like, why? Like, why are you still doing this?
Okay.
You know, 'cause you don't sound like yourself.
I think they took a deal with the devil because they still out here, and I don't get it because their music is trash.
Nah.
But I don't know. That's why I like the Police. They made good music and stayed true and paid homage, and that's why they're still around. And Sting is still like an icon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So mine, and we talked about her earlier. But I want to sit down with her husband too. I want to sit down with Lauryn Hill and Rohan.
Oh, and
He wants to be a marriage counselor.
Did they ever get married, or are they common law?
Common law.
Yeah.
Are they common law? I gotta
no
figure it out. You have to tell. I need somebody to explain to me how you could be a person with R&B in your hands. You had the ability to be R&B, what R&B is, what it's about, what it can be, where it's going, and you just don't care.
You talking about Lauren?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think she cares. Huh?
She had the ability to do both.
Hip hop and R&B.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I need to know what happened. If you want to sit here and tell me what happened and never go back to hip hop, never go back to R&B, fine. I just need to know why.
You got to put Wyclef in that interview too.
Wyclef probably feels betrayed.
That
was there ever a behind the music or a 30 by 30 on them? 30 for 30 on them?
It's not 30 for 30. You mean unsung?
It needs to be a 30 for 30, goddammit. They need it all. I know that's sport.
We're gonna get Hype Williams to do that.
Wyclef?
But no, was there ever a behind the music on Lauryn Hill in the Fugees?
I think there was a long time ago, but you gotta remember they did those like early 2000. I don't remember.
Yeah, we don't do that no more.
Not to throw it. Well, this is actually on topic. Praz did an interview with Hot 97 last week, and he still doesn't understand why they can't get over whatever like the beef for getting together again. He said they offered them $90 million to tour for 15 months. And they would, and like he was down. He's like, I'm actually financially good, but I want to do it, you know, just because I love the music. And he said those two would not want to do it. I was like, what?
Because I mean, that's
because he was just like, for me, he said he's written it off. He's like, he ain't trying it. He's like, if they want to do it, cool. But he's like, I ain't ever asking them again. He said he's done. I was like, damn, that sucks.
That's 20 years ago, man.
Because he said he respects the people, he respects the music, but he's just like, they just don't want to do it. Like, he put it out there.
You know who's hurting in all this?
Who?
Fucking Proswell. This man has nothing
this is
to do.
No. Praz makes money. Like, he has money.
Oh, is he? Does he?
Yeah.
That's what, are you paying attention?
Not really.
Yeah.
This is Gentleman Jack, my friend.
You know, he donated like $1 million to a super PAC in Obama's election. He got money.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You would be throwing that shit in my face right now, dickhead.
Yeah, Gentleman Jack.
Gentleman Jack.
Almost out, bitches. But anyway, yeah, I would love to sit down with Lauryn Hill and her husband. Because Lauren's going to say things that she wouldn't say if hubby was there. And he would say things that he wouldn't say if she was there. So I want that tension. I want to know why.
Okay, Wendy Williams.
I'm just saying, we deserve it. We deserve a Lauryn Hill album.
I don't know if we deserve it. I'm still not on that.
I don't think, whether deserve or not, even if she did pull one out, it would probably be trash.
Well, then give us a trash album. At least we know.
Well,
no.
At least we know that lightning only strikes once, and you could never do that again.
We've already proved that. It can't happen.
I don't think it's stroke once.
What else did he say she put out after Miseducation?
She didn't. I mean, but she did her thing on the score.
That doesn't count.
I know you guys might not like it, but I thought it was
album.
a good album.
That was a dope album, but it's a group album. I want a Lauryn Hill album. The Miseducation.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, dude.
What?
I don't know. I'm just here so I don't get fired.
This man said the Miseducation.
So I want a Miseducation.
Like she, just with the Beyonce, I swear, I mean, I might be wrong. She sold out Williams-Brice by herself. You give a fuck
Beyonce?
that he was there. Give a fuck that anybody else was there.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill couldn't do that shit.
I bet she could.
Lauryn Hill might not sell out freaking New Brooklyn right now.
I bet she would.
She would. I'm just talking shit.
And that's the problem. Lauren would sell out she would sell out a stadium right now, and that's the problem.
People literally still have this hope about her. That's something she got, and I think she's taking it to her head, and like
I don't think they have, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they have that hope no more because the stories have run rampant about her just fuck it, I'm gonna be 3 hours late.
But do you think right now the reason she ain't put out an album because she knows she can't live up to that?
It's a possibility.
Maybe her voice is fucked.
Nah, might be.
No, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that, vulgarly.
Brian,
but
did you see her live when she came for New Year's? I didn't go.
No, I left. She was late.
Oh shit, I didn't remember.
She didn't get here till like 2 a.m. Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
Bitch.
I said, ain't nobody got time for that.
At midnight. New Year's is at midnight. You can't come 2 o'clock in the morning and tell me Happy New Year, bitch. We already did that.
I'm going home.
I'm drunk.
Yeah, exactly. So no, I was not.
I'm the type to root for certain people. It's just I find it hard to root for her because of all of these. Just she done fucked herself too many times, and
it's sad.
Yeah. But anyway, that's who I want to sit with. Was there anything anybody wanted to bring up real quick before we ended? I think we're at like almost an hour 30 now.
I'm tired. I'm sleepy.
I don't know. I don't think I saw anything.
The only thing that I was thinking about is what do y'all think about Eminem and MGK's diss? Their whole little back and forth.
This is beautiful. I love it.
I liked it. Charlamagne full of shit. I like it.
Thank you. I'm like, because
why is he full of shit? What happened?
Because he said that it wasn't. He said it wasn't good, and I'm like,
Charlamagne's mad because he was put in the motherfucking middle of it,
right?
Because he said some dumb shit,
right? It was funny. I think there's 2 things about this like, because I know he called it a kill shot. Because Rap Devil was fine, and in Eminem's interview, he's like, "What do you think about?" Sway asked Eminem, like, "How do you think about this?" And he was like, "It's good for him." And I would have to agree. Like for MGK, I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah. You could,
you did your thing."
It's like watching a baby take its first 10 steps.
Right.
Like, oh, yay!
Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
there is MGK.
Now let me show you this standard.
Right, and you know what? And now I think that was the thing about M's dispatch. He called it a kill shot. I don't think it was a kill shot in the sense of like, you know how Pusha T did to Drake. No. It wasn't on that level, but it was basically the first time I've seen a diss actually sun somebody.
Yeah,
like it was like he just kept telling him like, okay, it's like listen to Kratos say boy over and over.
I got a clip to show you after this.
Yeah, it's video. It's hilarious. It was hilarious. Like when he said that I gave you a career to destroy it. I was like, oh my goodness! Yeah. Like he was just going again and again and again, just saying, you know what? I'm going to make you a bigger man just so I can tear you down.
Right.
And MGK recently, I think like today or yesterday, he had like a concert or something, and he like played his diss, and then for one, he lip synced it, which that annoys me, one. But then 2, it's like you do understand that the next time M says something, it's not going to be pretty. Like that is going to be like the total war aspect of it. Mm-hmm. So
somebody got to get shot after that. I'm sorry, I got to shoot you.
Like Vibe magazine,
right?
I tell you.
So yeah, I mean, I think that was the other thing I found funny about that whole diss is that Iggy Azalea, because y'all were talking about Iggy earlier.
Oh, this bitch.
Yeah, she said because he made a statement about her in the song, and then she comes out with a tweet talking about lazy, like it's not fair for a rapper to put such lazy bars into a diss record talking about somebody
Your
else.
bar's lazy and you even right.
Bruh, she honestly thought that the female empowerment movement was going to come after her, and all the women were like, no, you can't say lazy bars and refer to Eminem in the same sentence. Like, that doesn't work.
No.
Oh man, it was
a dumb bitch. Yes, Iggy, bring your dumb ass on this show. I want to talk to
you.
No.
Let's leave Iggy. Let her
nah.
Yeah,
I was about to say, let her be the Instagram model.
She had she called herself you shouldn't talk about celebrities, and then especially when your bars are lazy as these were, or some stupid shit.
Yeah. It was just like,
ain't nobody thinking about Iggy. The only time anybody even says Iggy's name is when she pops up in somebody else's picture. Like, oh, is that Iggy?
Dumb bitch.
Yeah, that's all I got, man.
Tomorrow is Roberto Clemente's birthday.
Hey, Mr. 3000.
Yeah. I have a baseball card, but it's a puzzle of Roberto Clemente. I need to price that, see how much I can get for it.
25 cents.
That man was a real man, dog.
25 cents.
He died trying to help his people.
Yeah. Down in a plane crash, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But it was in December. Probably New Year's Eve. And Nicaragua had a earthquake, and he was getting supplies trying to take it over there.
Yeah. That's sad.
But yeah, Hall of Famer.
Nicaragua. Isn't that where Galarraga from? How did I think about that?
Galarraga? No, he's from Venezuela.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why did you think about that?
I've been thinking about baseball today. I don't know why.
Shit. But yeah, I just wanted to shout that out because he was a big, first Hispanic, Latino, whatever fucking baseball player in Hall of Fame. That's a big deal. And that was only 1973.
It's crazy, isn't it?
The fuck?
Oh, I was thinking of Dennis Martinez. I apologize.
So yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I'm gonna price that card, see how much it's worth, because
I think you should.
I do hold it dear.
$2.
You a jackass.
No, I'm saying it with a straight face, man. You'll be
I'll price my Cal Ripken Senior and my Cal Ripken Junior card then.
Senior?
Those will be $8.
I do have a senior. He's a coach.
Cost you nothing. Yeah, that's all.
I got a Tom Lasorda card, but he's a coach as well in the card.
But he's a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah. I'll be honest, man. Like, you'll be surprised how much things that people think are worth a lot ain't worth a damn.
I had to Google Tom Lasorda. I didn't know if he was alive or not. He is.
There's a the price for cards and collectibles is just a wave.
Yeah, and just collectibles in general.
Yeah, you got to catch that shit. But anyway, I'm gonna stop the recording here. Is anybody else got anything else they want to talk about?
Okay,
talk about how we can find us.
Oh yeah, you can find us on iTunes at
The Company Podcast.
I always forget.
On iTunes, you can find us at SoundCloud at
The Company Podcast.
And if you're not on SoundCloud, you can find us at Google Play Music at
The Company.
What was the other one?
Podbean.
Okay. Podbean. And if you want us to find us on Podbean, you can contact one of us, and it is the Company Podcast, but you may have to search through several other podcasts to find us. So if you really, really want to find us on Podbean, just hit me up and we will give you the link. Other than that, we are here on YouTube, and you can see our amazing faces and watch my gradual fall into inebriation. I was playing. But anyway, yeah, hit us up on YouTube. Anyway, that's how you contact us, and all of our Twitters are on each of those social networking or podcast avenues. So you can tweet us all the Twitter that you want to talk about, anything that you need information on. Other than that, you guys, thank you so much for keeping us or allowing us to keep you company, and we'll see you next week. Peace.